Right, hello. Are we filming? We are. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of cooking now. I'm going to make some dinner. I have some hot dogs on the hob. Yes, out of a tin. I'm going to be having them with some Yorkshire pudding and roast potatoes and carrots. There's my carrots in a tin, ready to be done. We have some roast potatoes to cook in a tick. See them there, they will be looking quite nice when they're finished. And I'll be using gravy. We have bisto. Oh, so you take sure to anything like that. And of course we have the Yorkshire pudding mix to make. Now, for any Americans out there who don't really know what Yorkshire pudding is, this is basically how we make it. You need egg, flour and milk, practically plain flour. You mix it into a batter, not too thick or thin, and usually you would use a tin. Now, something like that would be good enough. You can make 4 out of that, put a little bit of oil in there and practically do them so they rise. If you actually make one in a tin like that, or bigger tin like that, which is like a roasting tin, you can make pretty much a big one, like a big square one, and have like sausages inside it and call it Toad in the Hole. But I'm going to be using this Pyrex dish for a change. It's something different. It will make Yorkshire pudding out of it, because it will be a square one, so hopefully that will be the thing. Now, first of all, you will need to get your egg and break it into this dish and get some flour. Now, I'm only making for one here, so I'm not going to need a lot of mix. Enough to put into that dish there. So, give it a stir. Obviously it's going to be harder for me to do and stir at the same time. So, and as you see, the mix will get very tough, and you will need to start adding your milk. So what we'll do, if we leave it there, you'll see it stir around as we move along. So what we do is we proceed with some, you know, it looks a bit gooey like that, but you need to start adding your milk a little bit at a time, because if you put too much milk in it, it will go really, really thin, and you'll have a pancake mix, and practically you will then have to add more of the flour mix. Now, the quicker you actually mix it, the better, because it will stop you getting lumps. You don't want lumps normally in this. This is the worst thing about it. You don't normally want a lumpy batter mix, so give it a good mix around. If you find that it's too thick, then obviously you add more milk. In my case, I'm not sure if I've got enough mix in here, so I'm going to put a little bit more of me flour in, and then a bit more milk. That will give me enough consistency to fill my Pyrex dish, but not quite well to do. You will need to add oil into it. Just a simple oil. I mean, you need something like maybe a vegetable oil, something simple like that. You don't want to use weird oil. You know, like, what is it? I've forgotten what oil it is now. Olive oil, anything like that. No, it doesn't work. So, you know, and there's nothing to a batter mix. It's the simplest thing in the world. A batter mix like this could actually make you so many different things. Like, it could make you batter to coat fish, it could make you pancakes, and again, a very famous Yorkshire pudding, which is the great thing about British food. It's one of the best things that we've ever invented. Literally, Yorkshire pudding is like the greatest thing in the world. So, when you've got a mix which resembles something like that, you will basically heat up some oil in that pan there, or whatever one you use. Heat it up for a good 5 to 10 minutes. It's got to really be, it's nice and hot. You can just imagine when it's hot, really hot, the oven will be on the heat of the oil. When you put the batter mix in, it will actually start to cook there and then. So you'll whack it straight in the oven, and you will then end up with practically perfect Yorkshire puddings all the time. Hopefully they should rise. Really, a Yorkshire pudding mix, you should really set. You should really leave it for a good couple of hours before you actually do the cook with it, because it helps. It really does help. But I haven't got time because I'm wanting dinner in something like 35 minutes and I haven't even got it in yet. Yorkshire puddings will take a maximum of about 20 to 35 minutes to cook. Maybe longer depending on how brown you want them, but you have to make sure they actually are cooked. And the more brown they get, the better they will be in the middle. And the secret to a Yorkshire pudding, don't believe anybody who asks stupid questions like, how do you stop Yorkshire pudding getting soggy in the middle? Bollocks. Yorkshire pudding has to be soggy in the middle. It's a fact. Brian Turner, a famous chef here, has said many times about it. Basically, the secret to a Yorkshire pudding is it's soggy in the middle and it's crispy on the outside. So when you actually crisp into it, you know, because it doesn't matter whether you stop it from being soggy. As soon as you put gravy on it, the Yorkshire pudding will go soggy anyway. So there you go, a little tip and practically everything you need to know about Yorkshire pudding. I am the master. I love Yorkshire puddings. I practically make them nearly every couple of weeks. I don't make it once a week, but I do admit I do make it a fair bit, a couple of times a month, you know, because I love it. So there you go. That's me and your guide, as a little bit of a guide to cooking.